Today I'm delighted to speak to Major General Chris Whitecross, the senior-most female general in the Canadian Armed Forces. When did you start thinking of yourself as a leader? Was it in high school or earlier or later on in life? When did you see yourself first as a leader, Chris?
Actually, it's an interesting question because when I was in high school, I joined the cadet movement, and I was a bandsman, so I didn't really consider myself anything other than a bandsman. But then I started getting involved in other things, and then the cadet instructors would come to me to organize things. And the school instructors, the school teachers would come to me to organize things. And at that time, I was organizing my peers. And then I was realizing that maybe I could do this more and more often, and I was getting engaged at higher and higher levels. So I didn't really, at the time, I didn't really associate that with leadership, but I associated it with being able to manage people and being able to put things together. And then as I joined the military and as I was in at university doing the same sorts of things, I realized that I could actually lead people. And then when I was in the military, I put two and two together and realized that this was really what it was called.
One of the common problems for high potential managers is that at a young age you're managing people which are more experienced and quite a bit older in age. So you come out of Queen's, you're a lieutenant right away. How do you handle the problem of managing people that are quite senior to you?
It's not actually a really big problem in the military because we're brought up in that kind of an environment where the people as officers, the people that you're leading are always going to be more senior, have more experience and older than you. It's always going to be that way. And their job actually is to teach you to be a better manager, is to teach you to be a better leader, to teach you your technical skills, teach you to be a better engineer for me, because that was my occupation. But to teach me to lead my people, to care for them, what they need, what they don't need, how to be hard, how to be compassionate, when to be hard and compassionate, all those sorts of things. That was their job. So it was good because you put in young and old together and then you become a really strong and vibrant team. And as you get older, that's your job. Then you have to bring up the young people. So you're always looking out for those with the experience to bring up the young people to take that. That's the environment within a military structure. I think that's what really sets us apart, I think, from, say, the rest of the public service or the rest of the government or the rest of the civil service.
Well, when you look at the boomers are in that place where they're mentoring younger people because they're just not going to be around forever. What motivates an older person, as we see in the military, to help a younger person, in fact, be promoted over them again and again? What is the motivation for the older person in that context?
I don't think they're ever motivated to promote them to outrank them. I don't think that's part of their psyche. It's to motivate them to be the best that they can be, to treat the soldiers, the sailors, the airmen, and the airwomen with as much respect and as much as of themselves as they can, because ultimately that's what we want to do. Because as leaders, we want to make sure that those that are coming behind us take care of the men and women of the Canadian Armed Forces. And to do that, we got to teach them to do that. So it has a side benefit. They come and they beat you, or they beat you in rank or whatever. I mean, that happens. It happens all the time. And we're used to it, so I don't think it really bothers us.